Giants OTAs are officially underway as we saw some familiar faces and some new ones out on the practice field behind me earlier today. Now, Joe Judge addressed the process of OTAs and said this is a great opportunity for guys to build towards training camp and build towards fighting for a roster spot.
You will see team-on-team 11-on-11 activities out there. We'll control the tempo with the team in certain aspects of practice. And there's going to be other times, especially in individual and group work, where we're going to ramp that up and really make sure the guys work on their skill development, their conditioning, their timing as an offense or a defense. We place a large emphasis on communication this time of year. You've really got to take mental steps forward in terms of your understanding of the schemes, but you got to develop a little bit of chemistry with the communication on offense and defense. And this is a great time of year to have it. You're not preparing for an opponent. You can take it day by day. You can slow it down a little for the players. You can challenge them in different ways, and you can really see the interaction grow with young and old guys within their roles.
Now, Giants quarterback Daniel Jones is entering his third professional season with the organization, and he says, he's stepping into that leadership role a bit more this year, but also acknowledges the amount of leaders on this Giants team and the amount of times that they've gotten together, not just in the building, but outside of it during this offseason.
Going into my third year, I think, a lot of it has to do with the relationships you develop with guys. And, a lot of these guys I've played with, each of my first 2 years and going into my third year. So, we have a good group and a lot of leaders who, are communicating regularly. And everyone's always thinking about ways we can, get together to get better, to improve, and do everything we can to be prepared going into camp.
Now, one of the leaders on this team, the longest tenured New York Giant wide receiver Sterling Shepard, changed his number from 87 to 3 in the offseason. When asked about the number change, he said it was a sentimental decision.
Yeah, it's something that means a lot to me. It's been a number that I've been since I was a little kid. After my father passed, he wore number 3 in college, and that's something that meant a lot to me, a lot to his teammates. So I wanted to carry that on. When I came into the league, you couldn't get single digits. So whenever the rule changed, I was happy to grab that.
Now, spring football continues next week as the Giants will be back on the field with more OTAs. Continue to check in on Giants.com or Giants social media for all the latest Big Blue news.